This is the SpaCap installation video. It starts out with the UPS truck because first of all you got to be patient once you order the cover for it to show up. It comes in a small box like this. I know that it's hard to believe that a spa cover can fit in a box like that, but it can, and that's how come we can ship them all over the world. They're all rolled up neat and tight, and don't worry about it if you can't get your cover that small ever again, because we go to a special school to learn how to do that. Anyway, you take it out, you unroll it on your spa. Notice that the gray part of it, that's the bottom side. The color that you ordered, that's going to go on the top. You want to make sure that you get it right side up. Okay, the other thing I want you to notice is that the cover, when it's down on the spa, the main body of the cover comes clear over the wood. So it comes over the wood lip in this case, and you can put the fasteners down on the wood of the cabinet. That's great for a couple of things. One, you don't put any fasteners into your acrylic, and the other is that it helps seal in the heat really well and does a way better job. One thing you want to remember to do is check the instructions. There's going to be a sheet of instructions along with your spa cap. It's a great idea to sit down and read those because it's going to be helpful. If you have any questions, of course, you can always go to the website and check out the video. And here's the bottom of the cover and where the valves are. That faces the water. You want to make sure that when you're messing with the valve that you don't pull on the valve cap itself. You're actually not grabbing the fabric, and then we like to use a funnel to hold open the check valve inside, and then you can just shove whatever you're blowing it up with, whether that's a leaf blower or a shop vac, just something that blows air into the funnel, and that'll blow it up in no time at all. Make sure that you get the valves closed tight when you're done filling it with air. Push them all the way back in. This is a pretty good shot of the seam of the top of that skirt. That top of that skirt should come down, like I said, to the top of that wood lip around on the side of the spa. Notice that the valves are marked top and bottom, or if you got a third bladder, that was an option there. They'd be marked top, middle, and bottom. Those relate to the bladders are all the same size. They cover the entire area of the spa, but one is on top of the other. The one that's marked top is the one that's closest to the outside temperature. The one that's marked bottom is the one that's closest to the inside and laying right on the water, so it's going to be closest to the water temperature. Here you can see both valves side by side. Okay, now he's going to go through the turn post installation. Notice he's got some screws that fit down flush in the turn post. When you get the cover, you're not going to have the screws with it. The screws, you got to go to the hardware store and get whatever length of screw that corresponds with the depth of the wood you're going into. Some spas have very thin wood. You want to get a very short screw, and you want to make sure that it fits into the hardware. Once again, he's pulling it down so that the top of the skirt is lined up with the top of that wood lip, or the middle of the wood lip, so that the fasteners go well below that into the wood of the cabinet. And then he's kind of going back and forth to make sure it's placed right on the side, not all to one side or the other. And he just marks it through the grommet and starts placing the turn post. Notice we're not going real high tech here. It doesn't take a lot of fancy tools. It's just a Phillips head screwdriver. You don't need to go out and get a power driver or something like that. Okay, pretty simple operation. You put the post through the grommet and turn the top of the post, and it locks it in place. Pretty simple. As you're putting the fasteners on, if you get to the last side and you say, oh my gosh, it doesn't fit now, it's because you've got too much air in the cover. Let some of the air out, actually let a lot of the air out, and then you'll be able to get that last side back down. And you'll notice when he walks up and pushes on it, it's kind of loose. It doesn't lift up on the corners when he's pushing on it. That's just the right amount of air. You want it just like that. All done.